Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Coach Rebecca. Welcome back to Feed Your Body Fit. So, I gotta ask you, I'm kind of crazy right now, hat on. I've been running around like a mad woman. Probably like many of you, I've got kids that are getting ready to go back to school, which the month before school starts typically means camps for sports. So whether it's football camp, cheer camp, in my case, my daughter's got choreography camp all week this week. So our days are absolutely crazy. So I'm running back in the door, and of course, what's the first thing that everybody asks me? Mom, what's for dinner? Well, thank goodness I had a plan in place. So I have got the simplest meal for you guys tonight, and I'm gonna try and go over it with you in just 5 quick minutes. So it's gonna be super easy, and let's get started. So what I'm actually gonna show you how to make tonight is an Asian-inspired slaw, as well as Asian-inspired turkey burgers. So I'm gonna cross my fingers, you guys. I'm so sorry as I see you guys coming live. I'm gonna peek over to my phone for 2 seconds because my battery is low. I haven't even had 2 seconds to charge my phone today. So hopefully we can make it through this full recipe without me losing you guys. All right, I think we've got enough power to make this happen. So hopefully we'll see some people logging in. You guys, as you log on, please let me know where you're from. And hey, let me know, what are you having for dinner tonight? Again, my goal is gonna be to go live at least a couple times a week, right around 5:30, to let you know what we're eating and share with you some quick recipes that I think not only our family loves, but I hope that your family will love as well. So let's start first. I'm gonna just show you quickly what I pulled together already for our turkey burgers. The turkey burgers are the most simple thing in the world, you guys. What I do is in my little Ninja food processor here, I put a cup of broccoli, a cup of carrots, and a cup of celery. And I ground that down already so that those pieces of vegetables, again, that's 3 cups of vegetables that I'm hiding inside these burgers. We get them ground down as finely as possible. And then once I've got those ground down, I add in my 1 pound of turkey. For 1 pound of turkey, you guys, depending upon the size of burger that you're gonna give to your family or serve to your family, will really depend on how many burgers you're gonna get out of it. In my experience, I probably get about 5 or 6 burgers because I tend to do small burgers. They can always come back for a second if they're still hungry. So again, what I do is I stuck those vegetables in there. Then once I was done grinding up those vegetables into really small pieces, I added 1 pound of turkey. And then now I'm just gonna add in that little modification or that Asian zing for you guys. And how we're gonna do that is we are gonna add a little bit. As you guys might know, I love garlic in anything. So we're adding a tablespoon of minced garlic. Again, total cheat for me. I'm a busy mom like many of you guys. So I don't always have the time to just pull out some garlic and crush it all and all that good stuff. So we're going with the store-bought minced garlic. And then I have some ginger also. So that ginger is gonna add that little bit again of that Asian flavor to these turkey burgers. And I'm just honestly doing about 1/4 of a tablespoon because that little bit of ginger is gonna go a long way. So I've got that in there. And then now I'm just gonna throw in some low sodium soy sauce. So I'm gonna take off my top, and I'm gonna actually do about 2 tablespoons of this low sodium soy sauce. Again, it should go a long way, you guys, but it just adds that little bit of extra flair. And then the other cool thing is I don't have to add any salt to this mixture. What I am gonna, on the other hand, still add though, is a little bit of freshly ground pepper. And then I'm gonna pop my top back on. It's gonna get loud for a second. And we're gonna have our burgers ready to go. All we're gonna need to do after we get this mixed up is get them into patties and get them ready to either go on the grill or right on top of your stovetop in a skillet. My preference with turkey burgers, because I don't use breadcrumbs or panko crumbs in my burgers, and I add a ton of vegetables, In my experience, I prefer to make them on a skillet. I do a skillet that has the searing marks in it, so I get the same effect as the grill. But don't get me wrong, you guys, these are definitely substantial enough to be able to throw them on the grill, and they're gonna cook up and be absolutely delicious. So again, I'm gonna pop this back on, turn on my power, and it's gonna get loud for just a quick second. And that's it. And you guys, on my Ninja blender, I actually use, when I'm mixing up my turkey burgers like this, I actually use the dough the dough mix and the dough disc, so that it actually kind of makes it like a doughy type consistency. And like you see right here, boom, turkey burgers ready to go, you guys. And the other cool thing is you can grind up those veggies ahead of time. In fact, you could make this turkey burger mixture on Sunday and have it for dinner on Monday or Tuesday, you guys. So again, you can do all of this ahead of time, and it makes life so much easier. All right, so what are we having with our turkey burgers? We are gonna have an Asian slaw, you guys. So as you can see, listen, busy mom again, yes, there are times where I'll get ahead of green cabbage and red cabbage and I'll chop it up myself, but we are all on a time crunch. And just because you want convenience doesn't mean fast food. So guess what? I buy this packaged Asian slaw mixture. It actually has some red cabbage. It's got some, it's got red cabbage in here, it's got green cabbage in here, it's got Brussels sprouts in here, it's got some broccoli in here. You guys, so I get like power-packed greens, and it's so delicious. And the other thing I like about this Asian slaw is that if we don't eat it all tonight, you guys, even though the dressing is gonna be on it, because the greens that are in this salad are so heavy duty, they're so sturdy, they don't get limp like a spinach or maybe a regular lettuce or a romaine lettuce would. So they really do hold up even with that little bit of dressing on them. And honestly, you guys, I end up having leftovers always, and this is something I pull out of the fridge and I eat all week long, and it's so incredibly delicious. So this little package that I bought, which has all of the ingredients I said, the cabbage, the broccoli, the kale, and again, it looks just absolutely beautiful. Hopefully you guys can see that. I just gonna put that right into a bowl. Look how easy that was, right? It does come, and you guys can totally use this, make your life easy if you want to. It does come with some sesame seeds, some cranberries, and it does come with some pre-made dressing. For me, I try to avoid any cream-based dressing whenever I can. I try to make my dressings as clean as possible, but also as light as possible. You guys, we don't need all this crazy dressing put on stuff. So don't waste your time eating a salad if you're gonna pile a ton of dressing on it. Make some healthier alternatives. So let's talk about the quick and easy, healthy dressing that we're gonna add to this that is actually 10 times more tasty than that packaged dressing that came with this coleslaw. So it's a very, very simple recipe. I've just got my little Ninja cup here. I am actually going to use 1/4 cup of low sodium soy sauce. So just like you guys see here, a 1/4 cup of low sodium soy sauce. Bada bing. I'm gonna now use a 1/4 cup. In my case, I'm doing a 1/4 cup of roasted garlic grapeseed oil, but you guys could use sesame oil. My husband just doesn't happen to like it, or like the taste of it, and this works out as a great alternative. So again, another 1/4 cup of either sesame oil, grapeseed oil, or extra virgin olive oil. And then we're gonna do another little 1/4 cup here of honey. So that's where we're gonna get that little bit of sweetness. And I actually tend to go a little bit lighter than a 1/4 cup on my honey, just because again, I don't need all that additional sweetness, but you guys, it's so good. And it's natural, you guys. I mean, hey, I gotta love some bees. If I wasn't allergic to bees, I'd probably be a beekeeper, because honey is such an incredible alternative to a lot of these refined sugars that you end up finding in different things. So again, we've got our 1/4 cup of light soy sauce, we've got our 1/4 cup of honey, and then our 1/4 cup of either sesame oil or grapeseed oil in my case. Now we're gonna add a lot of flavor here, you guys. We're gonna add Oh, where is my rice wine vinegar? We are gonna do 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. So super simple there. We are now gonna do 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And I'm actually using a balsamic, but in this particular case, but boom, that adds that little bit of flavor there. And then guess what? That is all you need. So again, how simple is that? Light soy sauce, honey, sesame oil or grapeseed oil, some apple cider vinegar, and some rice wine vinegar, you guys. And some, I mean, how simple is that? Now, I'm just gonna literally pop my top on here, and I just throw it right onto the Ninja. You don't have to. You can just shake it up, you guys, but I'm just gonna pop it right on my little blender here, and a 2-second little Ninja whip. Now, I am gonna add two more things because again, you guys, those are the exact ingredients for the recipe. But again, I wanna add that major Asian flair. So I'm going back to my garlic, back to my ginger, and I'm gonna pop a little bit of garlic in, a little bit of ginger. Again, just a dash. Don't need a whole lot, you guys. That flavor goes a long way. Again, pop my top back on here. Back on the little whipper. And that's what I get, right? You've got probably, and I should measure it out for you guys, but you've probably got just under a cup of dressing here. So just under a cup of dressing. And for your servings for your slaw, you guys, this is a 28-ounce package, right? So you're probably gonna get at least 6 to 7 servings out of it. So 6 or 7 servings, 1 cup servings of slaw is what you're gonna get out of that slaw mixture here. So completely up to you. I am not gonna actually pour this whole thing on. I actually pour about half of it on. I'm gonna shake it up so that it disperses throughout the whole entire slaw. And then I still have some extra aside so that if some of my family members wanna add a little bit of extra dressing, they can. And guess what? It's not a big deal because it's a really healthy, clean recipe. So again, I'm just gonna take this, and as you can see, I'm just gonna lightly pour it over the top here. And again, I'm just using about half of the dressing mixture, leave the rest there. And then I'm gonna pop my top on my bowl. And what I do to really get that dressing all over the place is I just shake it. You know, what does Taylor Swift say? Shake it up, shake it up. So you guys can have fun in the kitchen, you guys, and hopefully, I'm trying to see how long this has taken me. But again, my goal is to share with you guys some just simple recipes. So tonight, all we need to do now, we've got our salads, we've got tons and tons of veggies here, we've got our salad going on. We're gonna take that, put it on a plate as our bed to our turkey burger. No, we don't do usually bread in our house, so, and even honestly, on a regular basis, and it's not to say you can't do an amazing whole wheat bread or a whole wheat bun, put your turkey burger on, put a little bit of slaw on top, that would be delicious as well. But in our case, in our house, we're gonna throw this down on a plate, a serving and a half cup and a half of the slaw. We're gonna put that turkey burger on top, maybe even top it with some water chestnuts or some cashews, just to add that little bit of added crunch. And you guys, this is gonna be an amazing filling dinner, but it's also gonna be something that is light enough that we're not going to bed or going into the evening feeling weighed down or possibly even having heartburn, which I know nobody wants to have. So I hope this was a quick and easy recipe for you guys. In the comments, I will actually copy and paste, or I'll post down exactly the recipe ingredients and how much of each item so that you know exactly how to make this. And I hope you guys like this. Make sure, like, comment. I'll be back later this week with another amazing recipe for you guys. Enjoy your dinner and your time with your family, and as always, love ya.